Welcome to Business 105, Business Office Math. Let's get started. First of all, let's log into Canvas. Let's bring up this course and let's click on Syllabus. Read the syllabus for miscellaneous information about the course and how you will be graded. Or you could click the Assignments tab to see the grading categories. Next, let's click on the Modules tab and explore. Inside the Modules tab, this is what you will see. The first 5 links there were put into Canvas by the Cengage publisher. What I'm pointing to in blue is a link to your textbook. What I'm pointing to in green is information concerning how to purchase your access code. Now let's talk about how to purchase the access code and e-textbook. Don't go directly to the Cengage.com website to buy anything. You have to buy the access code how I explain right now. You have to buy it by first getting into your Canvas class and then linking over to Cengage. I'll show you. From the home page in Canvas, click on Assignments. Click on Show by Date. This is how I prefer to look at this screen. Now you can see your Cengage homework. Click on the first one. This link will take you to the Cengage website to buy the access code and the learning platform and the e-textbook. You must buy the access code via this link. Do not try to buy the access code directly on the Cengage website. Warning, do not use this link to the bookstore. Do not use this link to buy your access code. Let me repeat. You should click on Assignments, click on your first Cengage assignment. That will take you to the Cengage server, and it will prompt you for an access code, which you don't have yet if it's your first time. At that point, if you don't have an access code, it'll ask you, would you like to buy one? And that's when you buy one. And they'll give you several purchase options, but most students choose the purchase option called Cengage Unlimited, which means if you buy the one textbook per semester, you get all the other textbooks for free. And we try to use in the business department all Cengage textbooks. So if you're taking 2 business classes in one semester, you only have to pay for one access code and you will get access to all of your business classes in that semester. Okay, now let's talk about how to do your Cengage homework. First, open up your textbook chapter. You must read the chapter super carefully. Most students, or many students, attempt to pass a class without reading. But I discovered when I was a student in college that reading the chapter was my secret weapon to success. Read the chapter. So in this textbook, the chapter is divided up usually in thirds. And after you read a little, it'll give you a review exercise, and that's what you're seeing here. And you can work these problems. These are non-graded homework problems for you to get feedback. After you have read the chapter very carefully, you can take an end of the chapter test. This is, again, not graded, but it is similar to the graded test that you'll do next. After you've read the chapter and you feel ready, then you have 2 graded assessments. Start with the one marked homework, and then go to the one marked quiz. Now, the quiz might take up to 2 hours if you work it slowly. So make sure you have enough time to finish that. Make sure you have a 2-hour block before you start it. Now let's talk about finding a rhythm for success in this online class. For each chapter, I recommend that you start by watching the videos. But then second, you need to read the chapter. As you read slowly at your own pace, the concepts of the chapter will sink in very deep. Okay, Work the embedded review exercises as you go. These are not graded, but they will give you good feedback. And then at the end of the chapter, work the assessment test, which is comprehensive for the whole chapter. Okay, now if you're feeling good about your understanding of the chapter, you have to do 2 graded assessments. One is shorter and the other is longer. Go to the Cengage exercise labeled homework, and then do the quiz. Do them in that order. Do the homework and then the quiz. The quiz could take up to 2 hours. Participate in chapter discussion, and then repeat this each chapter. Okay, so some people never take the time to look around in Canvas. These links here that I pointed to, you should go there and explore everything, read everything. There may be something I've said somewhere that you shouldn't miss. So just be totally familiar with the terrain of this class. Okay, I'd just like to share some personal wisdom and advice. This man is named Charlie Munger, and he's the partner of Warren Buffett, 2 of the wealthiest billionaires in the world. Charlie Munger is a very wise man, and he said something that has been meaningful to my perspective. He said, "In my whole life, I have known no wise people who didn't read all the time. None. 0. Now that impacted me because I also independently have discovered that my secret weapon in college was that I would read the textbook when other people would try to get by without reading. So be a reader and you'll be a lot more successful. Also remember, as you do this homework, it is possible to skate through and not really let the material sink deeply into your brain. Remember that the goal is not to finish your homework fast. The goal is to have a lot of thoughts as you go and to think deeply and to connect what you're learning to other things that you already know. Be a deep thinker. And if you do this over time, it'll make a difference in your analytical abilities. Study hard. I hope you have a great semester and a good experience, and I hope you learn a lot.